Okay, so recording has started. All right, so hello everyone. Welcome to the consultancy space for CS oGET. CS is customer experience. oGET, as you know, outgoing global entrepreneur and also talent consultancy space. Yeah, so this space is basically bringing you all through. I think it's very similar concept on how the previous two consultancy spaces are. We'll brief through JD and then we'll go through the KPI, and then after that on the key synergies and timeline-wise, and also some national directions, and also a little bit suggestion from my part. So just for your information first, I basically manage OGB. I don't manage oGET directly. So current situation is there is one product head. His name is Wei Jun. He's from UNMC. He is the product head that manages oGET network himself basically. So they have one group individually within themselves. So they will just communicate in that group. And my role is just to chat with Wei Jun and also to make sure that if there is any newsletters from international platform from ISAC Global, I'll be forwarding to them. Yeah, so that's my role in in oGET basically. Yeah, so yeah, without further ado, I'll just start with the consultancy space now. Cool. Okay, so we start very simply with job description first. Yeah, so I think if you have released application in your LCs, you should have known the basic job descriptions theoretically on what oGET CX should do. Yeah, so to make it easy, I put into three parts. For the first part is on exchange management. So as goes with others, product management, same as all the operational department, OGV, IGV, IGET, oGET, it's all on exchange management. Yeah, so it's on implementing the national oGET processes and also customization based on sub-products. Yeah, so in GV, we have our sub-products to be the SDGs. And also in GT, you also have, and GET specifically, you also have your sub-products, which is basically the kind of, what do you call it? The different types of occupations or different types of aspects that you'll work in. For example, marketing, IT, business, education field. So these are different sub-products. Yeah, track, analyze, and improve the effectiveness and efficiency of each action processes. So as similar as OGV, you also go through customer flow. You also go through your customer flow. Yeah, so it's also the same exchange process. It's just that the duration is different. The process might be a little bit different as well because one is voluntary, one is internship. Yeah, and after that, drive local initiatives to increase oGET growth. Of course, I mean oGET growth, right? You're running a product. Of course, you must have plans to ensure the growth of the product in the LC. Yeah, manage and preserve LC partnerships for exchange opportunities, especially for oGET. These partnerships and communications between both LCs are way more important in order to ensure that you can secure projects for your EPs and also to ensure a proper delivery of experience. Yeah, implement and fulfill the 16 standards as stated in SPP and constantly engage with ISAC in okay, that's weird. Constantly engage with ISAC in Langkawi is wrong. Okay, means ISAC in your LCs in the potential platforms for attraction phase. Yeah, which means that you are also involved in making how to tackle the attractions in your own LCs itself. Yeah. Okay, Mike, what you left halfway? Why are there two mics? That's very weird. Okay, by the way, if at any point you are not hearing anything, please put into the chat box, okay? Because I am constantly talking here. Yeah, just in case if you are not hearing anything means I'm lost already. You have to let me know in the chat box. Okay? So yeah, I'll continue. I'll just type here first. At any point I'm not talking means I am disconnected. Let me know here. Okay, so continue the middle part. Being customer-centric. Yeah, so when I talk being customer-centric, it's just making sure that you manage the cooperations with your LC partners with clear standard and satisfaction being delivered. Yeah, monitor and ensure customer satisfaction with quality exchanges via NPS, and also ensure legal sustainability of the internship, visa process flow, and also other documents, which is aligned to how we do GT in general. Yeah. Mike, sorry, I have to silence you because you don't have voice. Sorry. No worries. June, you can't hear anything. June, you can't hear anything at all. Mike, can you hear me? Even though I'm going to ask my tester already. Yep, so actually it is started already. Okay, wait. Let's try to help June first. Yep. So June, you try that one first. Okay. So since Mike is okay, I'll just continue. And the last part is more on brand advocacy, which is to constantly collect feedback from EPs to improve the value delivery and also improve your brand as GET, and also constantly engage with entity partners to ensure they deliver 16 standards and satisfaction to EPs. Yeah, so it's actually important for brand advocacy in our state is because it's a very new product, it's a very small product, it's a product that we are currently slowly growing. So story collections, understanding how it's the experience is very important for us to improve. At the same time, showcasing all these kind of experience and also what we need to do, showcasing either to your potential EPs, potential customers, even to your faculty, even to partnership purposes, those are all involved. Yeah? Yeah. June, I think you can hear me already. Yeah, sorry, June, I have to mute you. But yeah, I think you can hear me already now. Yep. Yeah, I think you are in. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, I think there's something about these apps like where you have to click something and then they'll tell you you are in the call, then you'll be in. That's the weird part. Okay, so just very quickly brief you through again since you did not hear it. So the main job descriptions of DA oGET, three main things over here: change management, customer centricity, and brand advocacy. Okay, so these are the three main directions, or three main aspects for your job description. Okay. Next. Okay, so what are the KPIs that's generally involved? So actually these KPIs can be directly derived from the job, each and every job descriptions that is available just now. Yeah, but the main indicators that we can look into, there are 6 of them. It's very similar as other exchange products. Number of completes, that's our main MOS, and that is what we measure to ensure that we give a quality or a quality leadership development experience to our customers. So number of complete is first one, and then it is your absolute number in terms of signups, applicants, accepted, approved, realized, and finished, right? And then how about also in this absolute status, what are the conversion rates for every single stage? Yeah, so how is your conversion from signups to applicants? How many of them being accepted after that? And then accepted to approve, how many? Approved to realize, realize to finish, and also finish to complete. So all these conversion rate means something. Yeah, you can always do data analysis and derive inferences based on this data. Okay, also based on the conversion rate. Yeah. Then also another thing we look into NPS and leadership promoter, which is more on customer satisfaction. How much they vote, how much are they satisfied, or are they being a promoters to our product, and also how much they think accept as a leadership organization. So there are 2 types of scores that they are giving when they fill in this thing, when they fill in the NPS. Yeah. And then after that, of course, standards fulfillment, which will directly affect your complete number. How much are standards being fulfilled throughout this whole exchange process? And also last one is LCLC partnership form. And also to make LCLC partnership form more meaningful, you don't just simply form partnership. We also look into the number of approved and realized that you have been delivered with your partners especially. Yeah, because a lot of time we form partnerships, of course, and especially for GET, it's very common to have partnership so that you understand the supply and demand properly. At the same time, if the partnership is formed, meanwhile, there isn't any exchange of EPs, means you do not send EPs there, you do not bring EP in, then it doesn't make sense. So that's why we also evaluate very clearly what is the number of approved and realized that's being delivered, and how does it compare to the goal that you set between these two LCs, between the LC partnership. Yeah, and also some other indicators you can look into is like absolute growth, your relative growth, how much is this product growing compared to last term. These are also some indicators that you look into as well. But mainly you look into these 6, yeah, for oGET KPIs. Okay, next. Key synergies. So a department have his or her own responsibilities and job descriptions, and of course synergies are required as well, how you work with other departments. Yeah. So I pinpoint 3 main key synergies that needs to happen for oGET. The first one between oGET and B2C, which is the departments that you're going to understand in the coming, I think next week, if I'm mistaken. Yeah, where Sarah will host a space for B2C. Yeah. So oGET and B2C. 3 main things look into: customer segmentation and analysis. How much do you know your market in your own LC? University relationship. How can you build relationship with the university to promote your exchange products, to grow your exchange products, and also digital marketing. Yeah, so this is something that is between oGET and B2C, and it depends also on the focus of B2C in the LC specifically. Yeah, next thing, oGET and PM, of course. L&D implementation. How is the learning and development plan? Yeah, for you to execute operations, you need to learn. You need to have education spaces. You need to have practical spaces. You need to make sure you have different topics to be covered in order to make sure that your member is prepared to run operations, right? Performance appraisal, PA. That's what you all have been doing, I hope. And also EP lead planning, which is specifically on how can you ensure that you are able to provide lead sessions to your EP. And then the last thing is team standards tracking and also implementation. So every team, of course, as long as you are a team leader, you have your members, team standards are involved. So as a team leader, it's also our role to ensure that team standards are implemented in the team. And also something very important to take note is that team standard is not a PM thing, it's a team thing. All right, so every team should implement team standards. And also you work with PM together to track on the implementation. Yeah, last part. Okay. Between oGET and FL. Okay, so of course with FL it involves more towards money and also finance and legality stuff, right? So it's on product planning, budget review, departmental reporting, and also I think one thing that's add on here is product legalities, and also how do you manage all the whether is it process at universities, process on visa application. So any suggestions or synergies required. So that's how you work with FL in this place. And also mainly on your budget. How do you plan your budget? How much money is going to be invested, right? And then how much is your goal? How much money that we are going to get profit from this product? Yeah, and also we review it constantly every month. And then how do we do reporting to the whole, either to the EB team or to the whole organization, at how this product has been doing in terms of profitability and also sustainability. Yeah. So these are some key synergies that you can look into. Next, timeline. So right, when I talk about timeline, sometimes people would say that, yeah, oGET, I get you don't really have a specific timeline, but I don't think that is true. I do feel that there is a global timeline that you should be looking into, so that it's even more important for you to understand your supply and demand. Yeah, I think in how we do GV is very clear, our timeline, right? The semester break basically is our what do you call it? It's our realization peak, and then during the semesters, it happens to be your consideration, your value delivery, your attraction, all happens at that time. Yeah. So actually, oGET, I guess also they have certain timeline that you can take it as a reference, so that you understand when is your time, when is your peak for your supply and demand. Okay. So I start from GT. I start from GT first. So this is the global timeline for GT. So you can look into now. Until July, all right, means basically when you start your term is around February, let's say, so you can actually see what's happening at that time. Or to be honest, you should be starting to prepare at this point onward, right? Especially if they're elected in November or December, you should start preparing what you're going to do in your term, and also work together with your predecessor to manage the operations, right? So in current phase is on consideration in November, so it's more on, it's similar as GV lah. a bit late for GB, of course. It's on accepting and it's on approvals, and also the KPI is on basically these two stuff. Yeah, accepting and approval. Then after that in November, you already start preparing for your attractions because attraction is coming in January onwards. And also you prepare value delivery. Yeah, especially after consideration, if you approve people already, which means you already have the approved numbers, means you already have an EP that potentially to be sent to another country or to be bring to our country. So you have to prepare value delivery. Right. So the main thing to highlight here is during January, February, and March is mainly on attractions. Okay. So globally, this is how it works. This is the time where attractions happens, where they have opened, where you apply for projects. So you see both sides, right? IGT and OGT. Right. So when IGT is doing sales, when they are opening projects, which means that OGT, this is your time to attract people and also apply for projects. Yeah. So the supply and demand are matched in that sense. At the same time, you already have previous EPs that you have approved during November. So this is the stage where you do your value delivery also in January and February. Okay. And then at the same time, you can prepare for consideration phase. So around March, April, and May, it's basically where people do the consideration, which is where they accept EPs, where they go through interviews, they see whether is it matchable between the project and the EPs. Can these EPs work there? And then they go through interview, they go through a series of assessment, and if things are okay, they go through approval. And after approve, you start to work on the visa issues and also all the standard supplements and stuff. Yeah. So this is a very general timeline that how globally the timeline is for global talent. Okay. And also something for you to look into. Actually, T and G actually, is to look into your own university timeline. Yeah. So when is the time that people usually go for internship? Especially if they want to go for an international internship based from their course itself, from their university internship, they want to do an abroad one. They want to do an they want to go abroad to do it. So you must identify which are those periods and how many months, 6 months or 3 months, something like that. Identify the possibility. Right, then from there, you also know roughly in your LC, when should you start preparing, when should you start doing attraction, when should you start doing consideration, when should you prepare EPs, and when should they go for real life. And the suggestion for you is to plan backward. You start from understanding when is the time that they go, and then you plan forward. Means you start from the back. Yeah, you plan from the back first. Okay, then you know that, okay, let's say usually people go for internship during March, then means that 2-3 months before that, I should be focusing on value delivery and also consideration. That means that another 1 or 2 months before that, I should be preparing attractions, something like this. Yeah. So similar, going through GE. So GE is a little bit different from GT, but you can see now it's also on consideration phase, and also if they have realized or if they are currently prepared to go for realize, it's more on value delivery. Yeah, then December preparing for attraction, and then similarly January to March, you do your attraction, you focus on sales. At the same time for OGE side, you can actually start your promotions, your attractions. Yeah, and then you prepare for consideration. March, April, and May is where you is where the applicants are being accepted or approved, means they go through the interview processes, and then May, June, July, all on value delivery. Okay. So similar concept, the global timeline is here. Understand your supply and demand. At the same time, look into your own university timeline. Okay. Okay. So what time is it now? Let me check. Time check 7:51. It's still pretty early. Okay. So right, specifically for this, which is on the national direction, as I mentioned to you just now, especially in terms of oGET, because generally it's managed by the product head, and I did not involve myself into managing oGET a lot. I also worked on OGB, but I can roughly let you know. In coming summer pay, it's when it means that after when your term starts out, basically, what are the certain proposed directions on nationally on OGET itself. Okay, so first thing I'll let you know first. Improving ELD products is one of the projects that actually ISAC internationally that we are focusing on, which is to improve our current ELD products. ELD product means our GB product, GT product, and also GE product that we call it ELD. Okay, so in compliance with the global compendium, we are here to improve all these products by considering the market fit, considering the supply and demand, and also process optimization, and also MOS. MOS measure of success, which basically is complete. Yeah. And then from there, we are able to create a product development plan and growth strategy for each product. So like if you are managing GV and GET product, so we have to make sure that these are something that we have to look into. And so in order to ensure that we are compliant to improving ELD products, the three main focuses of oGET in the coming period of time. The first one is on SOP implementation. Yeah. So currently, what I understand is that what is currently working in oGET nationally or even in LCs, actually the process is actually quite messy in my opinion. Okay. And I realized that there's actually a lot of applicants who applied to projects, and then when OGV VPs follow up, they actually want to go for GT. Yeah. And then after that, no one follow up with them. Yeah. So in the future, how can we have a proper SOP to ensure that regardless where are you come from, regardless which unit are you in, but we are actually to have a proper team to able to manage this bunch of people properly. So that's where we're going to have a team to coordinate oGET in a network in order to revamp current process of oGET and also to track the SOP implementation so that any LCs, if you are going to run oGET, that's able to help you to improve your internal process, improve your process time, and also improve your conversion rate so that it can support you to achieve your goals. Okay. Secondly, supply and demand management. Okay, something very important. Is also taking care into exactly the statement above, your market fit and also your supply and demand. Yeah. So is to able to evaluate your market reality, what is happening in there. You can't hear now. Really? Wait, checking again. Can you hear? Can't hear? No. I just missed out that you see you cannot hear. Okay, this is very weird. Since still working, yeah, I don't understand as well. But yeah, it's okay. I think yep. Mike, can you hear? Are you still here, Mike? This is very weird. Oh, Mike can hear. So okay lah, okay. Thanks for your response, lor. Hey, sorry, I don't know because I cannot hear anything, you know. Okay, supply and demand management, focusing on understanding understand what are the opportunities available, matching with the backgrounds of your student in the university. Yeah, so it's more on student market, value proposition on product, and opportunities available, and able to stay focused on the right product to be promoted. Yeah, so especially when it comes to this statement, we do recommend you to really understand your university, your timeline, your reality, your student's profile, and then go and understand what are the demands that's available outside. Yeah, the thing is that you don't necessarily have a lot of focuses. You just have to pick one or two, like maybe even just one focus in your term to make sure that you can focus on this sub product, you can focus on this course of people, then specifically these few projects or this one project, and build a proper partnership and start working on it. Yeah, because to be honest, it is not that that is in reality it's not that easy for you to ensure that you successfully approve to a project. It's really because of the requirement. Some are pretty specific, some are pretty high, right? So it's really how can you make sure the matchability of your customer, of your student towards the company's requirement. Okay, so in this sense as well, you also need to figure out whether do you want to pick GE as a focus or GT as a focus. Right? In my case, in current situation, in the reality nationally right now, I really don't recommend you to pick two products at the same time. Yeah, I'll really have you to maybe understand more about your market first, and probably just pick one that suits your student market, and also it suits with the current demand that's available. And also at the same time, both GE and GT, even though they are both internships, they are different. The value proposition is different. One is about startup, one is going into the company. Okay, so I do recommend you to also go and read through what are the value propositions, what is the purpose of having GE, and also what's the purpose of having GT. Yeah. And also next thing, MOS management. So I think this is something that also has been left out in terms of GET. Okay, so to ensure fulfillment of 16 standards and improve customer satisfaction based on project execution, and also have a proper experience documentation and showcasing for brand advocacy. Okay, so again, as I mentioned from the beginning of the part just now, so we are not running a very big scales of oGET in Malaysia, right? So for every experience that we deliver, how can we ensure that we really provide them, of course, to meet the standards to be fulfilled, and also a proper experience based on the project that they are joining. And also this kind of experience that you are providing, when they come back, of course, they will become your advocates, right? And also, if it's for you to continuously work with UR in building university relation in the future, you need this kind of stories, you need this kind of what do you call it? This kind of showcase, right? This kind of experience to be showcased. So these are the people that was from this faculty and they went for it, and this is their learning and this is their report. So you can see, and then from there you can start building relationship. Like you can make bigger skills of oGET operations. Okay. Yep. So this is on the three main, I would say the three main directions that oGET will move on. Yeah, of course, personally, from my side, I don't think I will be directly managing oGET, but what we're going to do is that there's probably going to be a team of ESTs in current planning, a team of ESTs, right? It consists of at least 2 to 3 people taking charge of different parts of oGET. Also, it depends whether people apply oGET EST or not. So apply for EST. Okay, so it all depends on that. So to see how can this team be informed, and also to see in LC's reality how many LCs are going to have oGET, OGE or oGET departments. So how can they really work together as a team to grow oGET in a national scale, rather than you're doing your own in your LCs, which I think it is very inefficient and is very not customer friendly as well, because a lot of customers are not being taken care of. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so I'll open a very quick round of Q&A, and if you have questions, you can type into the chat box, or you can just open. I think you type the chat box better lah. Okay, so I'll just open maybe 1 minute of Q&A, or if you need to refer back anything, I can go back and explain again. Am I in charge of oGET network management? For now, no. I'm not managing oGET network management. For basically the product is the one doing it. And if after this, the team after that, the team that's going to be the ESC team, there will be one person from there as well to make sure that network management is being done. Right? I don't think I'm the one that's going to manage the network. Thanks for the question, Mike. Okay, if no one applies for EST, who will support oGET? Ooh, very good question. When it comes to a situation like this, I will see the plan B there is that how many LCVP oGET are there, OGE or oGET are there. So the point here is to join force of this bunch of people who is working for oGET, and so that this bunch of people can work together, so that they can manage the oGET in a national flow. Yep, and also from there probably one. I'm not sure yet for this one. Oh. Oh. Okay. Yep. So to be honest, for June, which LC are you from? Are you from Sunway as well? So you and Mike are both here. Okay. So right, based on current reality, I can let you know first. Okay, Mike, too much lah. Okay. So the thing is that just FYI lah, so far the LCs that's proposing to have oGET is only 2. One of them is Sunway, one of them is KP, which basically are the 2 LCs that has probably shown more results in oGET in this, as what I see from this winter peak so far. Yeah, the rest you are not. The rest of the LCs are slowly closing down OGT, or they're not going to focus on that. Yeah. So also same for you to figure out if there's an OGE or OGT departments happening in there. So what is the what is the direction of this product in the LC? It's really something to be think about. And also, I think from our side nationally, this is one of the topics that will be discussed on, because we do have different ideas on how we want to manage the OGT network, especially seeing right now just organic signups in Expa for oGET is actually quite high. Yeah, so we are actually looking into as well, how can we make sure that this bunch of customers are not being what do you call it, are not being ignored. At the same time, nationally we are still having the right focus. Yeah. Okay, lor. So it's the two of you who is here. It's fine. I actually expect no one to be here. Oh, it's okay, there's actually two of you. All right, anything else that you want to ask? No, for now. Clear. Okay, cool. So for the output, it's already uploaded to the iZet Hub. So you can just click here if you want the link. So basically you cannot click here also. How to click here? Okay, so it's we just log into hub.izet.org. That's where you can get the output. Okay, so you go to hub.izet.org, and then you go to your community, you choose iZet in Malaysia, and then you can see EB Consultancy, something EB Consultancy folder, and then you can actually find this output there. Okay, and at the same time, this recording, this will be recorded so that anyone who wants to refer back to this, you can check again. Okay, so something very important is feedback is a free gift. That means a lot to people. So we actually have a feedback platform that every one of you can provide us feedback based on the consultancy space that you join on how can we improve, so that when we are reading the feedback, we know how can the next consultancy space to be improved. Okay, so I think that is all from my side. So if you have no questions, I'll be closing this space. All right, thank you very much. Thanks for your time. For how long? 32 minutes, something like that. Where's the feedback platform again? Okay, if you can find this folder, you're able to find it. Okay, so log into iZet Hub, find this PDF, and you're able to find it. Okay, all right, thank you very much. Okay, thanks, bye, have a nice day.